And now you can see the Friday Shot Day show in all its video glory on our YouTube page at roughedge.tv.
Rough Edge FM at roughedgefm.com.
It's tiki time at Harbor Cove Cafe. Dive into the tropical paradise at the end of Spinnaker Drive in Ventura with vibrant drinks, delicious bites, award-winning fish and chips, and more. Now featuring extended hours and happy hour. Fridays from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Harbor Cove Cafe, the hidden treasure at the end of Spinnaker Drive. Visit harborcovecafe.net for more information.
Turn it up, get ready for the road. Friday Shot Day show, knocking on your door. Grab your glass, pour that liquid fire. We're gonna drink till we can't get no higher. Friday Shot Day show, gonna make you scream. Raise your glass high, live that wild dream. Feel the burn, let it take control. For another round, lose your soul.
Friday Shot Day show.
Friday Shot Day show this fine Friday afternoon on January 30th. I am R. Scott Bolton, also known as Agent 00ABV. And across the world, down the world, across, I don't know, near, close
down,
to the equator.
South.
We got Dougie, Mr. Maker's Mark.
Yep. How you doing all? I'm here.
And I'm going to be visiting Dougie next week. So we thought we'd do just a brief show here today to talk a little bit about our visit and the time we're going to spend there and the things that we're going to explore. So that being said, I do have a Stella Artois to drink.
Stella Artois.
Now, is there something wrong with me opening a Stella Artois with a very fancy Poseidon Brewing bottle opener?
No, they should be honored.
That's probably true.
Either one of them.
Yes. This is the alcohol-free Stella Artois, which my favorite thing about Stella Artois beer has always been that I probably should have peeled off the paper first, is that it's a very clean beer. Don't you agree, Doug?
Yeah, I would say so.
It's got a super clean taste to it, and I've always liked that about it. And so I thought, well, this is actually the first non-alcoholic beer I'd had in a long time because I was avoiding non-alcoholic beers. Now I'm kind of forced into them, at least for the time being. And so I thought I would start with the Stella Artois, and I was stunned how far non-alcoholic beers have come in the few years since we drank them. Because you remember near beer, right, Doug?
Yeah, no, they've come quite a long way. What is that there? Is a Stella?
Stella.
Okay.
Stella Artois. Alcohol 0.0. So that means it's alcohol free. So
yes.
We're waiting for I got pug hair all over me. We're waiting for House of Bamboo to open in Old Town Camarillo.
It's still not open, huh?
Still not open. Scott Steepleton, who you probably know from Ventiki and other places, he has been there all 29 days so far this month, doing reports, waiting for them to open their doors so he can make sure he's the first one who's in there. He probably will be anyway, because I think he's friends with the owners. If he wasn't, he is by now. So, anyway, we're very much looking forward to trying that. Our hunch is it's going to open while we're in Costa Rica.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That's how those things usually work. So I was going to put this thing, because I wanted to ask you about this, Doug. Let me see if I can find it here. We'll try it here. Just give me a second, folks. How's the weather down there today, Dougie?
It is 87 degrees right now. A little bit of wind. It's nice, though.
So not too hot, not too cool. Seems nice.
Yeah, it's a little sweaty, but not bad.
Look how beautiful it is behind you.
Yes.
Yeah. And behind me, because I'll be there next week. All right, so you are drinking this beer, Estrella Galicia.
Yes.
Solidarity with your brother.
Yeah, that was pretty good. It wasn't bad. I had the that was a good one. I think you'd like that. That's a little tiny beer though. It's like a Coronita. It's a little tiny beer. There's not much in there.
So we're talking
But
like 8 ounces?
probably 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty small. But I had Imperial, which is the national beer of Costa Rica, a 0 alcohol one, and it was malty. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite alcohol-free beer. The Estrella Galicia was much better, I think. But so I bought a Heineken today, and Dutch beer, and a couple others. I bought like 4 different ones today, so they're in the refrigerator getting cold. So when you get here, you'll have some.
The Heinekens are pretty good. I tried the Heineken in honor of Dennis Hopper. Heineken! I'm not going to say that. And it was actually pretty decent. I've only had one that I was a little on the fence by, and that was it was a IPA from a brewery called Go Brewing. And the reason is it was very toasty and almost burned.
Oh.
That flavor to it. So I wasn't exactly thrilled about that one. I'll drink another one and see, because you never know. First time it might just be a weird flavor, but the second time maybe it's absolutely delicious. We'll have to wait and find out. So we're getting down there Sunday about 6:00, and you guys are kind enough to pick us up from the airport. How is the airport there compared to? I mean, it's not LAX, I'm sure, but is it like Kauai?
Smaller.
Smaller than that, even, really?
Oh, it's small. It's not very big. I think the most it could have is maybe 7 planes there lined up at once.
Okay. So how many airlines go through there? Do you have any idea?
I know Alaska and Delta and a few from Canada. So I'm not sure how many different airlines go there, but it's an international airport. So I think they set the record maybe 2 weeks ago. They had 13,786 people come in there that day.
Wow.
And that was the biggest day. But I mean, LAX probably does that in an hour.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So, maybe not in an hour, but much more than that.
Is it's one of the top 10 airports in the world, isn't it?
I think
as far
so.
as that business goes. So yeah, I'm not surprised. So I wanted to ask you if this was the beer you were talking about earlier, and I got to find it. And you said this one was pretty good. It's spiraling. There we go.
Spiraling.
Imperial Scene alcohol.
That is not the one from Costa Rica. I mean, it could be. That's a very old picture if it is, but that's not what the Imperial looks like in Costa Rica.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, is it a golden?
No, well, the color is golden, but
yeah.
Let me see, Imperial Costa Rica. Let me see if I can I'll bring up their website.
That's about a 5 or 6 hour flight, I believe, to Costa Rica from LAX.
Something like that.
John's going to be here to take care of the house. The dogs are going over to mom's to visit. I got 6 movies loaded up on my tablet, so I've got plenty of watching opportunity for the plane. It's going to be a nice little flight, and we leave at 10:30 in the morning and get there at 6 because the time changes by 2 hours, is it?
Yeah, I'm 2 hours ahead of you. So right now it's almost 4:30.
Oh yeah, okay. So
so where you're at is
2:30
almost.
Yeah. We're not going to publish the show till tomorrow. You like my Gwar hat? Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
So are we just going to grab some dinner and head home on Sunday night then? Is that the game plan?
We'll probably head back to Coco and eat here.
Okay.
Somewhere here we'll go to. There's a lot of different places we go. We go to the regular places like Z's Lounge, or we could go to a little, there's a couple places that are smaller and better, if you ask me, and less money too, like Mammy and Pappy's is one, or there's a few different ones. We can talk about that on the way back.
Okay. And what do they have on the menu there at those places?
Just different types of stuff. I don't know if I can even tell you. I mean, they have. So what they have here, their typical meal is called casada, and it'll have chicken. You can get chicken, pork, beef, or fish. And then it comes with some rice, usually rice and beans mixed, which is called gallo pinto. And then a piece of plantain, maybe a little bit of a salad. And, so that's the typical meal. But you can get quesadillas and nachos and stuff like that. They're not going to be what you know them as, but the quesadillas are pretty close.
So were the tacos rolled like they are in Texas?
The tacos are pretty much like tacos there, but they're just, it's just a little bit, they're just a little bit different.
Because if you go to a taco place in Wyoming or Texas, my understanding is, and I've never seen this, is that the tacos are rolled like little corn burritos almost.
Well, no, they're not like that. They look like regular tacos. Hard shells are not much of a thing here. It's kind of harder to find hard shells, but you can.
Well, they have soft corn shells, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm
so
fine.
It's not just their flour. And flour tacos, you're not going to find that.
I don't understand.
They don't make flour shell tacos.
So you only get corn tacos then?
Yes,
corn
if
shell.
you go out.
Okay.
We'll probably have tacos here one night, and we will have flour taco shells here.
What else you plan on cooking while we're there?
Maybe salsa chicken. You'd like salsa chicken. It's good.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe just those two things. Maybe we'll do a pot of soup one day.
Well, you're making soup for the less than fortunate, right?
Yeah, but we don't take that soup. That's for them. So
yeah, and that's on Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
And
Tuesday we get there. We leave here about 8:15. Get there 8:30, and we're usually out of there by 11.
And tell everybody where it's at.
It is.
It's the monkey farm, right?
It's the monkey farm. We've only seen monkeys there 3 times in the 2 years we've been doing it.
Oh, really?
But it's because they used to make bridges, like monkey bridges for the bridge, to keep the monkeys off the power lines. As trees get cut down and moved, the monkeys don't have a way to get from tree to tree, and they don't like to come to the ground, so they'll use the power lines, and they get zapped occasionally, which is sad. But so they were making a lot of monkey bridges, so that's how they got the monkey farm name. They still make some, not as many as they used to, because they're installed, I guess, most places right now, or they're not making as many for one reason or another.
Right.
So
somebody's looking over Doug's shoulder.
No. So anyway.
So where do you guys go for? I mean, I know there's a lot of regular places you go. They're like the regular places in everybody's hometown. The things that your typical things that you go to on a regular basis. What are a couple of those?
Let's just start Monday night. Well, Sunday morning we do beach cleanup. We go down, we organize, we hand out bags and trash bags and gloves to everybody, and everybody picks up trash just for about an hour. You can pick up a lot of trash in an hour when you got a lot of people. And then Monday evenings we usually go to open mic at the Garden Bar, and it's just a bunch of local musicians or whoever happens to be in town and wants to get up and play a song or two. They can.
Is that
so it's on Monday?
Who played Ace of Spades? Was he there? Or is he?
Yeah, he's usually there.
Oh, good.
And then Tuesday morning we do the monkey farm. Tuesday night we do bingo. Wednesday night we do trivia. Thursday night they have open mic at the Palms, which is a different place. And then Friday night there's usually a band or something playing, multiple bands playing somewhere. It's a tourist town, so there's stuff going on. Saturday night I think Darren Bedreau, he plays at the Palms. He does Palms is the Garden Bar. I think the Palms. I think he's at the Palms on Saturday night. So he plays there every Saturday night. So you can go listen to him. He's really he's a good musician. He's one of the guys I like. So we just, and then that's pretty much what we do all week. And then if we go, during the week, we're going to go somewhere to eat. Maybe we'll go to Z's. Z's has good pizza, and they have happy hour from 11 to 7. And, so we usually go there. Their pizza's good. Their food's good. We do sometimes we do yoga in the morning. Michelle does yoga a few days a week, and after yoga, we meet with everybody. We go have coffee, sit around and yakking with everybody for a couple hours after coffee, and just do stuff like that.
Well, that's the beauty of it because you've got those places all to go. But if you wanted to step things up, are there fancier places like, I mean, they're still local places, but are they a little fancier? Or are they, that's pretty much as.
There's a place here, like I can throw a tennis ball from here to hit it probably. It's called The Wave, and it's very much like a sports bar would be in the United States.
Okay.
And they have really good food, and they have good drinks and all that. In fact, today is Fish Bowl Friday. You get fish bowls half price. I've not had one.
I can't believe that. You love seafood.
Yeah, no. This is a fish bowl drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they do that, and they have good bands there all the time, and they have good food there, and it's a little pricey, but it's because of what it is. It's a little bit fancier. And then there's a couple higher end restaurants if you want to go to those. There's 2 Indian restaurants that are fantastic. There's a good, nice seafood restaurant. We've never been to it, but everybody says it's good. And then what else is there? It's just a few little places like that to go and eat. So there's 3 or 4 Italian places, and they're all really good. So there's all kinds of places we can go.
And tell everybody about the casino there, because there is a little casino in town.
Yeah, the casino is a lot of fun. We usually go there on Wednesdays after trivia, maybe for an hour. We haven't been for a couple of weeks, but sometimes we go in there after trivia. We can play, and there's probably maybe 50 machines in there. It's small, but it's fun. Some of the machines take colonas, which is the currency here in Costa Rica, and some of them take dollars. So you can play whichever one you want. You can always go up and get change and play with it. If you have dollars, you can get colonas if you don't want to play the dollar machine. But and the casino is nice because here, if you take money to the bank and it's bent or torn, they will not take it, the American money.
Oh.
So at the banks, or a lot of the restaurants won't take it anyway. They don't want it. So you take it to the casino, put it in the machine. The machine almost always will take it, and then you can cash out and get a clean bill. So.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lady the other day, and she's talking to somebody. She says, "I can't use this bill. Nobody will take it because it's torn." I said, "Go to the casino." And she goes, "Oh, that's a good idea." I go, "Yeah, put it in the machine. They'll take it, guaranteed."
That's funny. The casino will take anything.
Well, it's because it's automated. So as long as it doesn't wrinkle up going in, it'll take it.
Do they have a bar there at the casino?
No, but they will bring you drinks.
So where do they come from?
There's a little place in the back. I mean,
so there is a bar.
It's not really a bar. It's not so you can't go sit at the bar.
Right.
They go in the back and they ask you if you want. When you sit down, they'll come over and say you want something to drink. Say a beer, or you can get a beer, or rum and coke, or a vodka, soda vodka. There's not a lot of choices. I mean, you got choices of 4 or 5. Sometimes they have vodka cranberry, but not very rare. But you just ask them. They bring it, and you give them $1, and they're happy. And
the drinks are free. I mean,
yeah.
You just tip them. Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and the first time I got a drink,
in Vegas.
Yeah, it's the first time I got a drink. I handed the girl $1. She goes, "No, it's free." I said, "No, this is for you." And she's like, "Oh." So
I've been to Vegas. I know how this is supposed to work until they screwed it all up.
Yeah, so that's good. So we do the casino, and we'll take you there. You'll like it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
And the casino is also something I tell people: if you find the heat's too much, go to the casino because it's always cold at the casino.
Only air conditioned place in town, or
no? There's a few, but like Automercado is. It's a grocery stores. Most of the grocery stores are air conditioned, but there's a couple little restaurants that are. But most of the restaurants here are open air, so But you're not sitting in the sun. You're sitting in the shade. Usually there's a breeze at this time of the year. Sometimes in the year there's no breeze, but there's a nice breeze today.
Nice. One of the things I'm looking forward to, and this is nothing to do with food or drink, but it is these guys. That little sucker runs at the end.
There's a bunch of those guys can get up and run, and they can swim. They've been in the swimming pool a couple of times. They can flat out swim. You wouldn't think it, but they can move.
It's probably
But
gorgeous.
yeah, we're going to take you to Philadelphia, which is a town close to here, and the main park there, like the city. Every town here has a main square, and in their square, you go in there because they're famous for the iguanas. First time me and Michelle went, we're walking around, we saw like 2 or 3, and we're like, well, it's not that big a deal. But then you start looking, and they're everywhere. And if you go over to the grocery store across the street and get a couple bananas or some head of lettuce, they will almost climb up your body to get to them. They really like that
Wow.
stuff. But you got to watch out because they're big
Yeah.
and their claws are sharp from climbing trees. They're not trying to hurt you, but they will definitely scratch you trying to get bananas.
Yeah. For all they know, you are a tree.
Right.
Yeah, and you
So-
can get an infection from that stuff because their nails are.
Oh, I'd
probably
imagine.
dirty.
I'm sure. Yeah, they're dirty. They're outside. You know, and their mouth probably has bacteria if they bit you. But yeah, I've never had a problem.
They're cool. Yeah, if you treat them with respect, they probably treat you with respect.
There was a real big one in the street near us not too long ago, just over where we were having coffee. A big one. And so he's in the street. So I went out there, took his picture. And then there's a car coming. So I like walked to him, like, go. Man, he spun around and stood up like, let's go. He wanted to fight me. I'm like, no, never mind.
Do they
Nope.
stand on their hind legs like sometimes?
No, he didn't stand as I like. He just, stood up straight on his, all 4 of his feet with his head way up in the air. Like, well, come on.
Yeah.
But so I was like, nope, you get run over. That's okay. I'm not going to fight with you. But he didn't get run over.
Oh, good. That'd be horrible.
You do see it occasionally, not very often.
Chris Gerlach used to have our buddy Chris Gerlach used to have a water dragon. That was a gorgeous lizard
Yeah.
too. And we took it to the school one day after school was out, and let it run in the grass out there. And it was so funny because that damn thing started running and it was running fast, and then it did get up on its hind legs.
Yeah.
And it was running on its hind legs like a person, except for its tail was sticking straight out so it would hit the ground. And we almost couldn't catch it. It was going.
Oh, yeah, they flat out roll. They can move, and then the iguanas are fast, too. I haven't seen one on its back feet, but they have one here that looks like an iguana. They call the Jesus lizard, and it'll run across the top of a pool.
Really?
It'll run right across the water.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Michelle saw one do it. I haven't seen one.
Like Bruce Lee.
Yeah, they run right across top of the water. That's why it's
That's
called
really
the
cool.
Jesus lizard.
Because they're so. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's got to be video somewhere of that. I got to find that.
I'm sure if you look it up, you can find it. I'm sure.
That's cool. So we're going to be there from the 1st to the 11th. So about 10 days worth of hanging out there. I think we'll get plenty done. We're going to do some hikes. Now I'm not going to bring tennis shoes because you said you probably didn't think I needed them. So I'm not going to bring tennis shoes.
You probably don't need them.
Yeah.
You just if you bring your Tevas, that'll be fine.
I'll bring a couple pairs just in case one breaks. You always have to
Yeah.
have a spare. But yeah, I want to do that. So and the hike should be fine, even though the weather's not too brutal over there. We looked up, at least according to the weather apps, the accurate they are. But they said I think between 73 and 87 degrees for lows and highs. So that's not too bad. And
Yeah, that's not too bad.
I don't know about humidity though. I don't know how bad the humidity is going to be. And you said it's pretty bad usually, huh?
It's not too bad right now because it's a dry season.
Yeah. Our mechanic, Jay's Automotive, in case you need repair work here in Ventura. He said he was there in February a couple of years, and he said it was very nice. Said it was hot, it was sticky, but it was pleasant. And he said the mosquitoes were mild too, so that's good news.
Yeah, the mosquitoes aren't too bad right now. I mean, you still want to put stuff on when you go out, obviously.
Yeah.
So
How far is the beach from your house?
3 or 4 minute walk.
Okay. Because I have a hunch that we'll spend a lot of afternoons at the beach with like we do in Hawaii, just with our books and, a couple of drinks and just sit there and relax and try to keep the iguanas from stealing your lunch.
Right. Here's another thing we're going to do.
Is that the pirate ship?
That is the pirate ship.
I'm looking forward to that. Did you find out when they run?
No, but we will. They go out most days.
Well, you guys have
So we
done
just have
that,
to
right?
figure out. Yeah, we've done it twice now. You just got to figure out the days you want. It's $40 per person.
Okay.
They take you out. You're out maybe 4 hours or so.
And what do they have to drink on board?
You take your own food and drink.
Oh, you do? They don't have
Yeah.
they don't serve you anything?
They will make margaritas and stuff like that. They probably have beers you can buy, but you can take your own too. And they last time I went, they had shish kebabs, like chicken or pork shish kebabs for sale.
Or iguana.
So you can get those, but we just take our own stuff usually. Last time they made a lot of shish kebabs, and I don't think anybody bought them, or they just had more than they needed. So at the end, they were just giving them to everybody.
Oh, how were they? Did you try it?
They're delicious. They're really good. Yeah. So
good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be fun.
Yeah, the pirate ship will be fun.
Is it actually a sailing vessel or is it motorized?
It's motorized.
Okay.
It's interesting because there's very few down here that use sails.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why, but there's not a lot of boats down here that use there's some that have them, but very rarely do you see the sails up. I'm not sure why.
Tell me about Hemingways. Now, we did some research on Hemingways today because, of course, me being a writer, I wanted to go to a place called Hemingways. We did the research to find out it pretty much has nothing to do with Ernest Hemingway, except for the fact that he had gone to a mansion in Costa Rica to write, but not anywhere near where Doug's at. So Hemingways is it a restaurant bar? What is Hemingways?
It's a restaurant and bar, yeah. And they have pizza and chicken wings and all kinds of stuff. So
now the information I read said that they name a lot of their food and drinks after Hemingway's work. So we'll have to look and see if that's true. I would think with pizza and stuff, it doesn't sound right. But because they had like a Hemingway's combo or something, or I don't know. Farewell to Arms was a squid with his arms cut off. No, I don't know. But I don't know either. But I want to check that place out. There is a place in Kauai that is related to. He actually did work there. So I haven't been to that place, but we drive by it every year when we're there.
Well, I think that one I think the one you're thinking about in Kapa'a is gone now.
Oh, is it really?
I think so. Yeah, it became something else.
Well, that just sucks.
Yeah. I just think.
And I saw pictures of it, but I didn't.
It's in that main thing. It's on the main street, and it's next to that big breakfast restaurant.
Yeah.
But it changed hands. Somebody else went in there.
So now it's called King's after Stephen King?
Your guess is as good as mine.
All right. The other thing we need to do when we're down there is pulling up the graphic for everybody.
Yeah, see, it used to be the Country Kitchen, and it was down a little bit from that, but now I don't see anything. There's a Holy Grail Donuts, Bubba Burgers, but it's the other way. Yeah, I don't know where that place is anymore. It used to be right along there, but I don't think it's not Hemingway's thing anymore. I think it's gone now.
Art Cafe Hemingway in Kapa'a, Kauai, is a popular, brightly colored blue restaurant serving European-style breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, I don't think they're there anymore, though.
Maybe it's just called Art Cafe now. Anyway, I'm a sucker for those kind of places. That's the other cool thing about Kauai is they have.
Yeah, I'm looking right here. It says Art Cafe Hemingway permanently closed.
Yeah. Oh well. So I guess I'll never go there.
Probably not. Yeah, and it was right next door to the Country Kitchen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense then. But you need to find out more information about this. When is Jason playing?
Well, it starting today. I'm surprised that it's not at the Hermosa Beach Cinema, but as of this morning, it did not say that it was there. They usually get the movies when they're released.
Movies. They got the Timothée Chalamet, right? Marty Supreme. They got Zootopia 2, which is a monster hit.
Right.
What was the third one?
They're doing the Super Bowl there. That's interesting. They're having a Super Bowl party. Well, let's see what they have. They have Zootopia, Marty Supreme, and Avatar, and that is at least till the 4th of February, which is Wednesday. So it might change after Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll keep my fingers crossed because I got to see me some Jason. We went to see Send Help last night, instead of going to see Shelter. And that's the new Sam Raimi movie, the guy who did Evil Dead. And it was freaking great. It was wonderful. Wonderful is probably the wrong word for it because it's very disturbing and dark and twisted and bloody and gory. But it's Sam Raimi, so that's what you're paying for, you know?
Right.
But, so anyway, we'll wait and see if Shelter shows up because I do want to see Jason. The reviews say that it's a pretty solid Jason Statham movie, but it doesn't break any new ground. Whoever said we wanted Jason Statham,
you don't want him to.
Exactly. I want that same story over and over and over again. So, anyway, so we just wanted to touch base with everybody out there. Wish you a good weekend. We will not be here next week because we'll be still in Costa Rica. Now, maybe Doug and I will do a little broadcast. We'll see how it goes. We'll probably have to record it and upload it later because the internet down there is spotty, right?
No, the internet here is fantastic.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah. I do online gaming with servers in the United States, no problem.
I was just thinking about the problems we were having on the call this morning.
I think that might be because we're upstairs.
Oh, and your router's downstairs?
Yeah, I think that's the only thing. But, I mean, it never had a problem before. I don't know why it's having a problem now, but I don't know.
Now, is your internet brought in by cable, or do you have a 5G box or a 4G box?
I have it's a cable comes in, and then I have a modem, and then I have my router set up to that. It's hardwired. It's a Cat 6 cable to my computer though.
The only way they could improve my mom's, and you have all heard us talk about my mom's horrendous internet. They were just robbing her blind. It's a 5G box, so it comes from the phone lines,
through cellular.
Yeah, so that's the only iffy part about that. But her internet went from 0.05 to 100 at least megabytes on the thing, so she's much better now.
Yeah, you should next time you're over there, you should get on your phone and do a complete test, like the ping and all that, and see how that all goes.
I did, and it would look good. Okay. But I'll do it again. I should do it again just to make sure it's still connecting, because maybe like every other router in the world, you got to turn it on and off once in a while to reset it.
Well, that's probably true. Yeah.
That's it. So again, no show next week because we'll be in Costa Rica. Maybe Doug and I'll send a little video or record something and play it later. I'm planning on taking lots of video so I can, have one of those events on the next show where I sit down and show you my home movies, because everybody loves that so much.
Oh yeah, that's awesome fun.
Yeah. So we'll try to keep that entertaining though. But anyway, so Dougie, we'll see you on Sunday.
Sunday, send me your time you're landing. I think it's 6:30 or so, but that'll be good.
Reminding me, I'll send you the itinerary. Yeah, it's like 6:30, 6:40, I think. But we'll send it there. And, so we'll be good. So we'll see you on Sunday. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for listening again. If you want to watch the show, you have to go to roughedge.tv. If you just want to listen and you're on Spreaker, then you're doing fine. Like us, subscribe. It doesn't hurt you and it helps us. So please do that. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yep. All right. See you Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.
Brought to you by The Grape, Ventura County's premier jazz venue and cocktail lounge, located at 2733 East Main Street in Ventura. For menu and music schedule, visit them online at thegrape.club. This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.